Video 16: How to find free full text articles. The biggest crib most people have while searching online is that articles are not available free and that they get only abstracts. In fact, I'd like to take a moment to share an observation that many students, they say that they couldn't find enough articles on a topic, and when I search and tell them there are so many, they say no, most of them are not free. They believe that a literature search means only about finding something free, which is not right. They need to be told that literature search is a first step to identify what has been published. The second step is to find free articles or how else to find articles. So, this session is going to talk about this topic. Now, while searching PubMed, we may remember that there was a filter for free full text. You run a search, identify how many items are there on that topic, then click the free full text filter on the left to find out what is free. So let's say we got some 125 results, out of which some 37 were free. How do we find full text of the rest? Let's look at that. So for the rest, some are free for short durations, even though they are not marked free. How does this happen? A publisher decides for some reason that the next 6 months the journal's articles are going to be free. So they don't tell PubMed to mark it as free, but it is available free. Some foreign journals are free in India. Again, because it's not free for the whole world, PubMed cannot mark them as free. So in either case, it's all about clicking the journal icon and trying. We'll take a look at this pretty soon. Here, we'll do a demo. Let's say in PubMed, I did a quick search on this topic. Let me click this and show you. So let's say I did a TI search on this topic just for a quick reading list. So I have 26 results. The first few are all free up to number 5. Now, number 6 is not free. It's from the Cochrane database of systematic reviews. Let's just go, click, and see if there's an icon. Yes, full text icon is here. I click this. So we are in the Cochrane database of systematic reviews for this item. I scroll down. We have the abstract here. Then it says continue reading full article. I click here and the full article is free. Now, this also happens to be the case where Cochrane database is free in India. The systematic reviews are free in India because the National Medical Library has paid for the entire country to use it. PubMed cannot mark this one free because it's specific to India. There are some other countries which have this kind of access, but PubMed cannot mark this as free. So I go back to the presentation and let's move ahead. Now, while searching PubMed, we saw those options that we should anyway click the icon and try. It may be free. Now, if it is not free, we could try emailing the author by finding the address in the address area. Let's take a look at that. So we are here. If we click author information, in this case, it's not there, but very often the author's email address would be available here. We could try sending them an email, and there's a great chance that we could get the full text. If in this case, of course, this was Cochrane, we got it, but in other cases, we might get it that way. Then, several Indian and other developing country articles are not marked free. We could go to the journal website and check for the article. In these cases, it's not only not marked free, the icon itself may not be there. This is because the PDFs or the journal website the technical details are not compatible for PubMed to link up. So let's try this one. I'm searching for Indian Journal of Tuberculosis. I do a JOUR search. I'm searching for articles from this journal. So you can see there's nothing marked free. And if I click, so here it says Elsevier full text, and Elsevier is usually um, fully paid for. Let's go back to the presentation and look at one more aspect here. So I'm going to do a demo to find out this in another way. I come back to PubMed. I go to the journals in NCBI databases and I type the Indian Journal of Tuberculosis. Okay. So if I scroll down, there are two links here. The Science Direct is what we saw for Elsevier. That will not be free. But let's try this one. MedInd is the National Informatics Center of India, their website where they host several journals. Now let's click Available Issues. So, Indian Journal of Tuberculosis is available from the year 2000 till 2014. If I click here, volume 61, issue 2, if I click here, all four issues, at least till 2013, all of them are available. If I go inside the full text, MedInd is a full text website. So another way is to, of course, Google the journal's name and try it out. You might be redirected to both these. But the journals in NCBI database is one very good way of reaching these slightly hidden resources. So much was if you search through PubMed. Now, what if you read a journal article and at the end of it you had the reference list? So you just had a proper bibliographical list there and nothing else. For each item, you can either just put in the title in PubMed, or you could do as we taught in the single citation matcher, just put in year, volume, and page number. You might find the journal article in PubMed. You can try the same tips that we tried earlier. Let's move on. Some more ideas for articles that are not available free. One is we can paste an article title in Google Scholar. Then we may find the article either in the author's institutional archive. What is an institutional archive? This is more common in foreign countries where a university has a mandate that everybody's research papers should be archived in their it's not called a website there, it's called an archive. It's hosted on a website, but it's called an archive. So one copy of everybody's publications is hosted on the archive. That kind of thing is searched for by Google Scholar. Yet another option is ResearchGate. The website is researchgate.net. So you could go there and search. It requires a login, free registration. And then you could go in there, paste a title and search. If the author is on ResearchGate, sometimes they have actually made the article free there, or you could send a request to them and they send it to you. Let's see a little ahead. So this is a demo of Google Scholar. I'm clicking this just for the sake of demonstration. So I've actually just done a search on pulmonary tuberculosis as the title of the article. You can see here. This is Google Scholars command, all in title, pulmonary tuberculosis. Now, see, this one is available in NEJM itself. This one, it says a PDF is in psu.ac.th. This is most likely the author's institutional archive. So if I click here, I get the PDF. Further, this one. So any of these titles, if you paste here in Google Scholar, you will find the full text article. I'm scrolling down a little bit to see there are so many available where pulmonary tuberculosis is in the title. So this is yet another way of trying to find full text articles. The same is true for ResearchGate. I'm going back to the presentation. So let's say we've tried everything online. Yet another way is finding an article through libraries. Well, I shouldn't be saying yet another way. This was the age old way of getting full text articles. Before the internet days, it was completely the libraries. It still has to be the libraries because libraries may have journals in print, they may have access to the full journal article for their own users. So it is really important to go to your library and check. Libraries in Western countries, they do provide access to everybody who is affiliated to the university, even right up to their homes. In India, it's slowly catching up, but definitely many libraries, if you go there, you will get access to a lot more, either in print or electronically. So don't forget to check this option. Apart from your own library, let me show you how you can reach out to other Indian libraries. Here, I have a link to something called NUCSI, which is National Union Catalogue of Scientific Serials in India. So, if I click this link, I'm on to a catalog which is a catalog of all Indian libraries and their scientific serials, that is, their scientific journals. So, what I will be doing is once I get in there, on the right side, there is a search box. I will be choosing the journal option. I will put in a journal title and search, and I'll show you how we can find out which library has it. So here we are. Here is the search box. I choose journal and I'm typing Indian Journal of Tuberculosis, and there it shows up. Because we know now it is no longer free, it's with Elsevier. So I'm choosing this. It is showing us 1 to 10 of 55 records in different cities and libraries. What all is there? Let me refine the search a little bit. Let me put in Pune, that is a city in India. So I'm clicking that. So now I've brought it down to Pune libraries. So one is an Ashok Chakra library, one is BJ Medical College. It tells you that this one has from volume 18, 1971 onwards. And inside slashes, if there's a number, it says that volume 34 is missing. BJ Medical College has from volume 2, 1954 onwards, and only these specific items are missing. So once we have this, there is an option to send email and ask, but it's best to ask your own librarian to do that because the general formality is a library supplies to another library. But at least you can do this preliminary homework, go to the library, request them to find it for you. So this was the NUCSI. I'm going back to the presentation. Yet another union catalogue is the CSIR Gateway, Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, their gateway. I have put in the instructions here. It's a very similar way of searching this. For more learning about how to get free articles, please go to PubMed's website. I've given the link here. If you go in here, all that I mentioned is listed in a little more detail. So make all efforts to get full text and not say that a literature search produced only so many because only so many were available free online. Lots more is available through other channels. Thank you and good luck.